So if this is your first time here, or it's just been a long time and you want to hear more about this guy, why I'm talking about it during the Chrono Trigger stream, or want to hear me babble on about some TV shows I've been watching, which I also do during any of these streams, stick around. We're just going to take a little break, go to the loading screen, let everyone know that we're starting up, and let them all trickle in as we watch together. So don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Famicom Dojo. Where this week, I screwed that up because I was going to say a thing I'm not going to say anymore. Let me try that again. Welcome to Famicom Dojo Live, where this week we're going to play Chrono Trigger, which is... We're going to play Chrono Trigger on Super Famicom, super washed out. I gotta find some way to fix this. But we're gonna play in the Retron though, so we can still see it in English and use save states because I need to do that because of how bad I am at video games. But you earlier, a minute ago, saw me caressing this Model 1 in television, which I just picked up about a week ago. I want to say something like that. Back when I thought I had money to spend, and then all the things happen, and I don't have money to spend anymore. I also have inserted into there this Donkey Kong cartridge, which is I've been wanting to do this Donkey Kong thing for years now, and then of course because I'm not on it, the gaming historian Norman Caruso beats me to it, but doesn't talk about 50% of what I wanted to talk about, so there's still room for us. Anyway, I got this in television. I've never had one before, never played one before, never seen one before. You can't really see it back there, but the ColecoVision's back there too, also with a copy of Donkey Kong. What does this have to do with Chrono Trigger, Sean? Just wait a minute. I'll get there. Maybe. This thing works pretty well, considering, although I can't get Donkey Kong to work quite right. These controllers come out of here, and boy, this is 70s-tastic, you guys. You can slide a card that comes with the game into there so that you know what each of the buttons means. You don't need it. It's just a nice thing to have. So otherwise, you got this. The ColecoVision is very similar. The NES is not. These spin, although I don't think they're supposed to spin per se, or are they? There's really no way to get good grip. But I was able to play Qbert with this, so it's a very interesting controller. But anyway, I got into television because of a video about Donkey Kong that I want to do. And if you are paying attention to our Patreon page, I just posted a video, a clip of our upcoming video that we're doing, which also has to do with Donkey Kong, but isn't that video, right? It just happens to be Donkey Kong inclusive. But like just today, as a matter of fact, I recorded a clip about a new audio clip because I didn't feel like the thought flowed well enough. So that's the kind of thing that we do when we're editing. We make the videos more gooder, and you can see that process for yourself at our Patreon. But until then, we'll talk more about that at the end. Let's play some Chrono Trigger, yeah? We last left off, we had rescued Chrono, and now we're going to do some side quests, because I was going to go towards the end game, but apparently you have to beat the Black Omen ship that's in the sky in like almost every time period now. You have to defeat that to get the New Game Plus ending, or to unlock the New Game Plus after you beat the game, allegedly, according to this walkthrough. And I am too podunk to be able to do that right now. So we are not going to do that. We are going to get some side quests done. So enough jibba jabba. Let's head to the retro station. Maybe.
Shame.
Okay, so I don't think the intro had any sound, but that transition had sound. I'm gonna blame the XSplit update I had to do before this for that little problem. All right, we're gonna load from here. We are not gonna do this side quest right now. We are going to go somewhere else instead. I believe we're going to the past. pretty sure. Oh, that is the future. There we go. How's everyone doing this week? Oh, thanks. This is a good shirt too. Or this is a good shirt too. I think this is a good shirt too. Yeah, I agree. Pre-NES stuff doesn't do a lot for me either. But at least as far as the historical context for Donkey Kong and the other Famicom launch titles goes, I felt like I've had to collect these consoles. Well, we'll see. I forgot to mention too at the top of the show that we have our Bourbon Barrel Stout, which is the closest thing that they have to the Kringle that they offered last year. So, yup, it's good stuff. We're gonna head out into the wilderness, making sure that I'm doing the right thing here because I don't actually know for sure. Hold on. Laruba Village. Ioka. What's Laruba Village? Hold on. All right. Hey, buddy. Well, I don't have her in my party. I should probably fix that, huh? We'll do that. Ayla, where are you? And do I keep Marla in there? I think that should be all right. Okay. Let's take off. Ah! Wow, was this here the whole time? Alright. Laruba Ruins. Hello, new. Okay. Got ourselves a silver rock. Alright, so the silver rock unlocks Frog Robo and Ayla's spin. Strike triple tech. Frog Robo and Ayla. So do I just have it now? Is that how this goes? So do I have to give it? Data Frog, Ayla. Whoa. Let's give that to the Magus then. Alright. Let's do some updates, shall we? Is that it? Froggy out. Oh, it's only 4. Okay. I'm on level 37. So not very high. 34, 36. 38, yeah. Nicht so gut. Ask you guys how you were doing today. Feels like Froggy can use that one. Okay, hero medal for Froggy. Ugh. Oh. Who's gonna wear this then? Give it to Robo? Alright. Let's save this. So she's here, hello. Oh, Skyward Sword. My kids, one of my kids saw the HD version for sale, and it's like, gosh, should I buy it again just so it's on the Switch? Because otherwise they got to play it on the Wii. Might as well. So I got that. Then we're gonna, that's the dactyl nest. I want hunting range. Let's get some practice in, shall we? Oh boy. Woo! It's rough, man. Getting pretty strong, but we could stand to be stronger. So yeah, a few streams ago, we added the Megas to our party. Did it a couple of times actually because I screwed up and didn't have a save and died, and well, you know, stuff happens. Is it gonna rain anytime soon? Do I just like run back here when it starts raining? Ah, there we go. Let's fight the new. Fight you, new. Fight you. Let's do this. Are these guys supposed to be like adorable or something? $10 GameCube. Do you gotta replace its CMOS battery? The Gaming Generations branch that I got this stuff from is able to do battery replacements and stuff, so that's good. I had a bunch of Pokemon cartridges, and so I was like, so are these replaced batteries or are they ones that haven't died yet? They're like, they haven't died yet. I'm like, but they do replacements, so. No digital connector. Wild. Yeah, I'm such a completionist, right? Like I wouldn't want a Wii that didn't have the GameCube plugs in it. Although I have the Wii Mini. Trying to think of what else. It's like so many variations of the, oh, let's do this again. There's so many variations of, another new there? Is he, oh, that's where he is? Oh! No! Gotcha. Oh, come on. Are we fighting him or not? Oh, we just scared him? All right. Never seen that happen before. Or if I do, I don't remember because I'm old. Anyway. Did you see Cheesemeister post on Twitter like there was like a $1,800 Panasonic Cube, GameCube? Good Lord. It's insane. It had the Game Boy player on it also, but feels like I'd only get a Panasonic Q at this point just so it could play DVDs. There's no reason for me to own one. Like I have my Spice, the orange one back there, that Spice GameCube is a Japanese one. I also have that loader that's supposed to work with Japanese games, but the ones I have don't work great with it. So I tried to play GIFPIA, and like the text is completely unreadable. Is it nighttime? Is that why the colors are all weird? Or is it because it's raining? Oh, it's raining. Let's find that new you. Where is he? Where is he? Come on, where are you? Ah, poop. All right, well, I tried. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here grinding in case you guys are getting bored, but yeah, while I'm doing that, though, we can talk about some stuff. So, I think I mentioned TV. Also, The Last of Us is the one I'm most excited for. So how about The Last of Us? Are you guys watching that? Despite all the other garbage HBO is going through because Warner Brothers Discovery, I should say, can't get its act together. I'm really enjoying this adaptation, which it's different. It's not like, and I'm glad because some of the changes I think make sense, but it's, how do you adapt a game like The Last of Us? It's very cinematic to begin with, but if you take away the cinema stuff, there's all like the fighting and sneaking and killing, and they can't, you know, they have to have drama and character interaction and stuff. So they've basically skipped over those parts. Like there was a whole sequence where you basically get your revenge against the guy that screwed Joel and Tess on a deal to buy weapons. This time it's actually about a car battery, so that Joel can get in touch with Tommy again, because I guess the Firefly has radicalized him, at least in Joel's view, and so he's trying to get out west to get to Tommy, which I think is a way to explain what's coming later, what his interest is in going out that way, and eventually taking Ellie with him when he does so. But in this case, like where there was this whole sequence in the game where you like fight through, was it Fedra officers? No, I don't remember. Like you sneak around them to get to this guy. I can't remember the exact situation, but it gets skipped over because like whatever. It was the Fireflies and this Robert, I think his name was, his thugs went at each other, and so it had already happened by the time Joel and Tess show up. So I was like, okay, but that happens frequently. There are entire swaths of the game that have been skipped or reordered. Like there's a museum in episode 2 that doesn't show up until later in the game. Although some of the same dialogue shows up in that situation. And it's an indication that if and when they get to that part in the narrative, they're not going to do it again, or they're going to do something else. So already we've seen they expanded the prologue a bit before the pandemic, before the outbreak started. And they added details, and they're adding world building, and they're adding information that didn't exist in the game, basically, that you can only really speculate on. So it's kind of interesting where they're going with that. So this is stuff that could absolutely apply to the game as well. But there's a great video out there that explains the theory of how the fungus mutated and spread. So I'll spoil that a little bit. It's through the flour. It was through the food supply. And it's based on a real world example of this happening where there were like hallucinations and stuff. And like 150 people got affected by this fungus before they realized what was going on. And I guess destroyed the food stock. But here we go. Yeah, so I think that's super interesting, like tie this to it like a real world thing. Another thing they changed was there aren't any spores in the game, or in the show, right? Like in the game, there were these sequences where you had to characters had to wear a gas mask. And apart from not making the actors wear those masks for these like intense moments, there were problems with like spores don't really stay localized like that, and in 20 years would have definitely spread, and there really wouldn't be like pockets of people who weren't infected by that point. So they used mycelium instead. If you've heard the word mycelial network, you probably have watched Star Trek Discovery. But that referred to fungus spores that grow in subspace that they use to travel faster than light. Just go with it. Anyway, ooh, Marla needs to get healed, yo. So instead, and this kind of ups the danger a bit. Instead, they have these mycelia that, in the real world, like grow underground and like stretch miles. In this case, it's like a vast network of these things, and essentially the mycelia can call for help. Like all the infected are connected to each other, and if you hurt one, they could potentially herself. Kiss Diga. There we go. Oh, it didn't work. Aura. Oh, Marla's the one that's hurt? Oh, shoot. Whoops. Try that again. Oh, that was nice. Just gals being pals. Is there anything mushrooms can't do? Apparently not in this world. But yeah, unlike a virus or whatever, there's no antidote, there's no vaccine. Like we just don't, like the body's natural immunity against fungus is the only thing that we have currently. Hence it leads to bombing campaigns in cities and stuff, and you see the effects of that in Boston. But there was this great new prologue that they did of Jakarta, where the show says the outbreak started because it's so warm there, and it's also like the grain capital of the world, basically. Ruby armor. Oh, bummer. So I'm doing this for a reason, by the way. Oh, wow. That is... very good. Whose am I doing next? Is it Luca? I gotta get this to her. All right, so let's go back as I talk about this some more. So, yeah, there've only been 2 episodes so far, but I'm really digging it. They're expanding the story in a certain way, and they're able to. They're also working in the Left Behind DLC immediately into the story, and so every episode's touched on it a little bit. Like Marlene knows what's going on because she actually interacted with Ellie in the episode before the show started. I mean, in the time, whatever. We jump forward 20 years, and like in the intervening time, all this happened. Obviously, Ellie is born; she's like 14 or something. And so when we see Joel again, these events of Left Behind have already happened. As a gamer, you know about it if you played the game. But Ellie and Marlene are talking about it in not a lot of detail, and then when pressed about like how she got bit. By the way, Ellie is immune to the infection, which is the whole like moral quandary of the game. Excuse me. She lies about how it happened. So I'm expecting that we're going to see. Oop, here we go. I'm expecting that we're going to see that by the end of the season. In fact, it may end the season, or get pretty close to it. That's my supposition, because where that story is revealed in the game is about the halfway point of the game. If you're playing Left Behind, you won't go into that. Like, it's a separate story, it's a separate game, essentially, Left Behind is. But it makes it really clear where it falls in the narrative. So I think that the show is going to directly involve it in the narrative, and is slowly building up to it, because it's a big deal what happened and why. And I really appreciate that, because it's one of those things, right? Like, did they know about this stuff when they wrote the game? Like, narratively, the game flows very well without Left Behind and without even like obliquely referencing it. You just know that something happens to Ellie and don't have any details, and then they make the DLC to flesh out those details. So it's like the writers had probably an idea, like Druckmann and anyone else involved likely had an idea then, but they didn't include it in the main game, not necessarily to make a few extra bucks, but because how would it have fit? Would they have played it in flashback? I mean, that's basically how Left Behind is, but I really do feel like it would have it would have felt like a side story in the middle of the game. On the other hand, you might feel that way about an entire section in Last of Us Part 2, which is exactly what happens in that game. So, yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess I can't judge. Anyway, episode 3 should be out this Sunday if you haven't watched it yet. There's a lot of attention to detail. Like, the things are like the same. They are the same. The actors are all great. Everyone that they have, even if they don't look identical to the characters that they're portraying from the game, the characterization is just spot on. Really, really good. I have no complaints. Some people have complaints, and I guess they're just gonna have to complain, because this is how it is. Yep. I don't know. If you guys watched it, how do you feel about it? All right, let's get at least one more vest, and then let's get out of here. Fine. All right, so who all needs this stuff? So I got it for... Marla has red mail. Ayla has that ruby armor. Vest, flash mail, raven armor. I'll just hold on to it. And then let's take off. You can always come back here anyway, right? I thought I screwed this up and I wasn't going to be able to do what I'm about to do. I thought I had to get this from the palace in 12,000 BC, but I didn't have to. So yeah, some people have complaints. Was a charitable way for me to explain that some people have very specific complaints for very specific reasons that I don't want to get into. Suffice to say that those complaints are unneeded, unwarranted. There we go. Hello. Oh, I was not ready for this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I screwed up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh God. Okay. Ah. Dang it. Well, I'm just gonna have to figure this out from here. Kiss the girl. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm all that time and dang it. Come on now. Oh, you suck. Well, as long as Marla's alive, I can keep this up. Oh, criminy. I feel like an idiot. That hurt. No, he's dead. Ah! Let's get luckier faster. I'm gonna have to like use a haste or something, huh? Because that's gonna hurt. Thank you. You only had time to. Maybe it's better if I like shoot those and miss and like get the health back than if I actually try to heal. I'm gonna get hurt here. And that's gonna keep going up. Oh, thank God. Oh, come on! Back, maybe? So the strategy here is that you can't attack the center directly. You have to attack the flames, and there's 5 of them. You have to pick the right one. And if you don't pick the right one, well, poop. Marla is immune to fire because she has fire? Or she's water? She's water? No. Froggy's water. I can't remember. Anyway, clearly she is able to absorb fire damage, which is good because otherwise I'd be doomed right now. Good thing I didn't take her out of the party. Okay, good. So the bad part is if I get hit with... Okay, good. If I get hit with that beam again, I'm dead, but I'm out of the range of it hurting, you know. Hit point wise, yeah. That's gonna hit me first. No, so apparently, according to the walkthrough I'm looking at, tech attacks don't do anything special. So I just got to find the right one and keep using regular attacks on it. It's the only way to hurt the thing in the center. Maybe I should use haste on her. So yeah, at least guessing wrong in this instance. Oh, she has ice. That's her. Oops, I need an item. I need what is the item I want to use? Isn't there some way to like speed up? No? Am I making this up? Alright, well. As far as I can tell, there's no pattern to this, but there, I mean, there could be one. I just don't know what it is. Thought that I had a way to speed her up, but I guess I don't. There's no strategy or pattern I can use. And the counterattacks are just, If I had more than one character alive that could stay alive, then that would really help. So I'm not going to be able to get another hit off before he counterattacks, essentially. And then by the time I get to the next one, get hit, like he's able to attack twice as fast as I can, essentially. And so I'm not going to get another hit off to him before it spins again, and I'm having, you know, I got a 1 in 5 chance of getting it right, so I'm not getting it right off enough. I guess a 2 in 5 chance then of getting it right. And even if I do get it right, I don't have enough time to Oh, there we go. I probably won't get a second hit off is what I'm trying to say. Yep. Flare goes off and I get healed, thank God, and then the laser attack thing goes off and I get hurt again, so that's not great. But now I'm getting healed when I miss, so it's just a vicious cycle, and then I don't have time, so now, boom, right there, see that halfway through my own cycle. This is going to take forever if this is all I can do. I don't know if my compatriots will get leveled up if if they're unconscious like this. Oh, okay. Ah! It's literally exactly half of my... Oh, good. Oh, thank God. Might take a while. Good thing I have a time machine. And this is the exact thing that I like about time travel games, like these sort of mechanics and ideas and concepts that you can explore. Not enough of this happens, I think, in my opinion. And go all the way to the past here. Back to the Future Part 2 and 3, the NES game, has a bit of that in Part 2, where you can like grow a seed. Oh, it's my dactyl. Where you can grow a seed and then appetite layer. Shouldn't that be in the same place in every time zone? There it is. Right? No. Yes? No. Yes? No. What? Who? What? Hold on. No! I didn't mean to do this. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna save here. Good Lord. All right, where was I? So, yeah, let's talk about other things, guys. What else have we had going on? We had some more TV shows, right? Willow ended. I really enjoyed Willow. I would like some more Willow, and if you believe the last episode of Willow, there will be 2 more seasons of it. I have no idea how they can promise such a thing will happen. It is on Disney Plus, though, and Disney doesn't have a habit of canceling shows that are amazing and good. Although I have some friends who don't know or believe that, there we go, that don't know or believe that She-Hulk will get a 2nd season, but it took them 3 years to make let's go to the future, future, future. Ooh, they need to get healed. Let's stop by an inn first, shall we? This is the Sun Keep in the future. Oh. I need the select button. There we go. Go this way. So you have shows like yeah, Disney Plus has basically been good with its stuff. Check in, yeah, baby. Apple TV Plus has been good with its stuff. Anyone else? Where's just in time. Well, all right then. I'm gonna have to equip that on her. Okay. She's got a white vest. Ah, all right. No wonder she died so hard. Is the red mail what? Is the red mail what gave her the absorption power? Oh, it must be because it absorbed the fire hits. Oh, good thing it was her. Good lord. So I don't think the her ice ability had anything to do with it. So if I had Luca in my party, which I intended to, and Luca is fire, then that would have made that fight go easier. Anyway, no need, no problem. We'll just keep on rolling. I am going to switch out Marla for Luca, though. Oh, whoop, sorry. I meant Ayla for Luca. Get our OGs back in there. Oops. Okay, and then my path back was left. Left or right, does it matter? I don't really know. It's a planet, right? We're going around the globe. Oh, up. Oh, pushing the wrong buttons. Push your buttons. All right. Oh, not the apocalypse. Ah, no! Oh, shoot! Oh, no! I didn't mean to go here. Ah! Oh, thank God. No, we're not ready for this. I pushed the right button just at the wrong time. Oh, good lord. Okay, and then there's the Black Mamba, or whatever it's called. All right, back to the Sun Keep. It's been 25 million years and 65 million, 2,300 years, and we should have a, huh. All right, let's try another time. Okay, so basically where I just was. Still gone. Did someone from this age take it? Sure seems like a clue, right? All right, so I'm going to cheat and look at the southwest of the map. Go south. Because it would take a while for me to find who's responsible. But I already know because the... sorry, this hit was suspiciously glowing. It doesn't seem like it's suspiciously glowing. That's not... There's no hint here. That is scary. All right, so what did I miss? Bring some more soda. No sugar. Did you say hello, soda pop? So he doesn't have his tools. Oh. I haven't heard about the ghost. That is a trip. Oh. All right, so what do I do if... the mayor doesn't have it? Now what do I do? What do I do? Right in the kisser, yeah, you show him. I don't understand what to do. The house is not glowing. He doesn't have it. Do I need to go somewhere else first? Did I get there too soon? Somehow? Ah! Different mayor? That is suspicious. So I can see it from the sky. That's good. My dad, of course. Oh no! These rude children. Oh, he loves money more than he loves me. Oh, so I never heard of it. Oh, they're greedy daddy. Oh, is that it? Right there? So I don't know how I'd figure out what I'm going to have to do here if it weren't for this walkthrough. Like, there's nothing to lead me around. Yeah, 1,000 more years. Just you wait, buddy. Fiona, huh? Buy that jerky. All right. He's greedy. He won't let go of the stone. Romancing the stone, as they say. So I'm going to become his great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. Oh. I'll just give it to you. Aww. So now she's gonna teach her kids to be good people, and like before, or maybe if she had a poor outlook on life. I'm a very tata. Sure you are, kid. Beat it. You bother me. Cafe. Oh, who's in the corner there? That looked familiar. Slimy Frogman beat the Magus? Talk to her. Ooh, my. Yeah, I have the ugly frog. He's here with me. Jerk. Oh, this stuff doesn't help anyone. Power tab. I'm gonna give it to Chrono because I'm greedy. What things do I have? I got a magic tab and a speed tab. Who could use a magic tab? I'll give her 2. Out of here. All right. Back to the future! I wish we were so generous. I wish he didn't love our family so much. The person I like most? My dad, of course. Aw, they love his daddy. Someone simply left it here. Wow. Good Lord. Well, none of what I thought was going to happen was correct there. None of it. Well, I've been here already. Okay. Needs 1,300 more years to cook, apparently. Yeah, I barely talked about Willow, huh? I got sidetracked by playing the game that I'm streaming right now. But I enjoyed it. They worked in the Mad Mardigan stuff in a very interesting way. There we go. And yeah, there was a good lesson, I think. It's very much a young adult show, which doesn't make it bad by any means, I don't think. It's very upbeat and fun, and it still had stakes. I enjoyed it. All right, so what do we got here? Alright, so Luke is all set. Feels like I should... I'll just save it there. Okay. Oh, good Lord. Oh, I went to the southeast of the map. I don't know my directions, apparently. This is where I want to be. Oh, nope. Nope, nope. I need to replace you with the frog. What do they charge for the battery replacement? I don't know. I'd have to ask them. Gaming Generations has 4 different stores in Wisconsin. I want to say something like that. I should ask. Hey, fellas. Let's fight. Miss? How? Miss? Can't run away. Alright, well. Oofda. Well, that's no good. Oh, thank God. Oh, knock it off. Jerk. Double jerk. Ugh. Jeepers. Kind of leveled up, so that was worth my time. Good Lord. Oof. Ow. You guys suck. I'm doing Aura Whirl. Heal everyone up. Heal also. Come on, Frog, do your thing. I forgot Frog could heal. Yeah, but like, if I'm gonna replace batteries, I'm gonna also want to try to, ooh, yikes. I'm gonna also want to try to, like, keep the save. If it's something like, a Game Boy or Game Boy Advance game, then I can actually have my Retron back up the save for me. But if it's anything else, then I'm gonna lose it. So there's a way to keep the current going, but I don't know how to do that. God, is this still going? That's not good. Marla's almost dead. Oh, she is dead. Oh, well, so much for my Arc Impulse then, I guess. What the crap is Grudge? Ow! Good Lord. Yeah, we take it from Froggy because he's got something to spare, but holy crow. I can't do an Aura Whirl. There it is. Try this again. Can I just attack him, or do I need to do the... Stop! Miss. Okay. Miss. Well, I don't know. I have to do our whole thing. for me. Ooh. He stole my MP and then died. Awesome. Alright. We're going to have to stop it here because I am going to run out of time, but good thing we're doing all this fighting because... Yeah, how do you hook up the second battery temporarily, though? You gotta have, like, wires going into it, and they have to stay connected, and, like, you lose the current, and then you're done. So, yeah, I know how to solder. I soldered my guitar, and I even lopped off the end. There was like a pickup for an acoustic guitar that I put in my mother-in-law's guitar, but it had like a male end, so I had to lop it off and add it to a female end, which I was able to do. It took a couple of tries though, because the first time it I don't know, it got disconnected. So I had like a little lead going out with a piece of copper wire that I had laying around, which I actually got for my guitar, and then I fixed all that up. But there we go. Yeah. The problem with my guitar was that the tone pots in my Stratocaster didn't work because they're connected by what's essentially like a shield, like a EM shield. But it must have gotten worn or something because it didn't work anymore. So I actually connected them with a piece of wire, all the tone pots, which is how you do it in a normal setup. And it works fine now. And I had my multimeter and made sure that like all the connections were good and everything, and that's great. And that's also how I tested to make sure that I set up the pickup correctly, was running the multimeter through it, make sure that the resistance was what I expected. So yeah, thanks for joining us. What sales am I worried about? NES, Famicom, any of that stuff. Like, I think that my Zelda one finally died. I remember like 10 years after I got it, I was like, oh, is it still there? Oh, it is. But now it's been almost 40. So yeah, it's gone. But yeah, like I guess NES and Famicom ones I could also back up on the Retron. N64 not so much. And those are a little harder to open. Anyway, thanks for joining us on Sean Plays. We're not going to call it Pile of Shame Live anymore. Partly because explaining what Pile of Shame means is confusing. So I also don't want to limit myself to myself. I also don't want to limit myself to things that I haven't played but should be playing. I mean, Chrono Trigger definitely fits the bill. Final Fantasy VI also fits the bill. But it's like anything that I want to play. So it frees me up to not have to have like a story behind why I'm playing a particular game. I just want to do it. Final Fantasy VI I haven't owned in the past before though. So it's new, and it's hardly been on my pile of shame because it just got purchased for me. So, but it's true I haven't played it, which is still shameful. Either way, anyways, more than two ways about it. This is gonna be called Sean Plays from now on because it's me playing games. I just posted a new clip, like I mentioned at the top of the show, on Patreon. You have to be a extra credit patron or higher to see it. I think that's what I'm going to do to distinguish between those two tiers, is that you get to see the in progress stuff at extra credit and higher, at the basic, better than an ad tier, the lowest, the $1 one. That's where you get everything else. So like if you want to see the preview of the final draft before it goes live, you will get that. You'll get all the other stuff like our monthly updates, which I'll try to make monthly going forward. Apologies for that. You also get anything else that's like just Patreon exclusive, patron exclusive. you'll get that. But I think to make a distinction, to make the extra credit tier, which is only $2, worth it, that you'll get those clips. So yeah, there's probably more changes coming to the Patreon going forward. I got to see what's going on with this t-shirt thing this year, because no one liked the design that I had, which you can see for, actually, I think only that you might get a t-shirt tier and above got that one. So I'll have to go back to the drawing board, somewhat literally, and get a different one going, and then we'll see if you guys like that. Going forward, I don't know if we're gonna do t-shirts every year, because well, it depends. We might do it a different way. Going through what other Patreon campaigns do, they don't tend to offer a lot of physical stuff, and the t-shirt thing has been a real pain. Not because of the cost of the t-shirts itself, it's the international shipping. I just sent off a t-shirt from last year because Australia was closed to international shipping. I just sent that t-shirt off, and it cost me $19 just to ship it, which is more than it cost me to print the t-shirt. So I can't do that. So either I got to like cut out everyone internationally, which sucks, or I got to find a different way to get it to you and charge those people more or something. But I think the best way to go about it is to offer you guys discounts instead, for your patronage, and then get that through Teespring, and then that's probably all I can do. So everyone from 2022 and then like up until whenever I figure out what I'm going to do, still eligible for the 2022 shirt, and then we'll go from there. But we're doing more cool things though. I'm very excited, and this is just the first of many videos that we're going to do in 2023. And I'm going to get some other shorter, easier ones out there too. I'm a little afraid of diluting the brand again. I know Vinnk was worried about that too. There are some things I'm able to do quick and easy, but still be valuable. That's been a hard thing for me to figure out how to balance. There's some older stuff that I haven't released yet. So there's a pile of shame. There's 2 pile of shame videos. One for Battle of Olympus. And what's the other one? Shadowgate, which I haven't released yet. They're in live form already, but I want to make an edited down version that's just like the highlights, essentially. I also want to like cut down like highlights from these streams when I can find the time, and like our podcasts to help advertise the channel. I think that will help, instead of just being like a strictly live stream channel. If I can get some clips for people to watch. The clips functionality on YouTube doesn't make a clip per se. It just like gives you like a timestamp in the window of the actual video, which you can then watch the full video of. But it hasn't helped to drive traffic to those videos because they're not searchable in YouTube. You have to share them yourself. It's very strange how that works, mind you. So maybe I'll keep using clips and posting them to like Twitter or wherever else. But it doesn't work the way that I expect. So I'm going to make my own excerpts. It doesn't work the way that Twitch does, which is what I was expecting. So I get it, but if it's not searchable and you can't see it anywhere in my dashboard, like what's even the point of it? So I'll make my own excerpts and then put those up on this Famicom Dojo live channel, which since you're watching it right now, you should absolutely subscribe to and like this video and leave a comment about what you want to see again in the future, what you liked about this video, all that fun stuff. We just started a little bit earlier than we have, and this is where we're going to be starting. So we're going to be, I tried to start at like 7:30 Eastern time, and then got pushed back to 7:15. Now we're on 7, and that's where we're gonna have to stay for a while, unless I can do a Saturday, which might Hornet and Vinnk turf. But Anyway, we should do a Famicom Dojo podcast. Again, it's been since October, I think. And we owe you guys some predictions for 2023. And I got to finish listening to last year's podcast to see which predictions came true. Did I finish? I made some notes. We were right about a lot of things, as it turns out. But some things we weren't. Anyway, please enjoy this ends tag, which I slaved over this morning to get right just for you guys, because I care that much. And even your $1 matters. So go to patreon.com/Famicom Dojo to sign up today if you haven't already, or up your pledge to keep this awesome stuff running. And we will finish Chrono Trigger soon, I promise.
Famicom Dojo.